Hey, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of The Way I See It. My name is Chris. It's after 4 and you know what time it is. So today I'm going to bring you a book. Yep, there we go. And the name of the book is The World is Flat by Thomas Friedman. Excuse me. And basically, this World is Flat by Thomas Friedman, it's basically the brief history of the 21st century. One of the many books I've been reading since I started going. I went back to college the second time after I graduated. I decided to go back to Stony Brook and decided to go to school for this class called Technology System Management. And one of the classes that we had in it was called Tech and Society. And it talked a lot about how the mindset of Americans, most likely, or the Western world, had to basically be expedited, had to be changed quickly because that the world was going to be changing. The world is flat doesn't mean it's physically flat. It actually talks about that the world is being leveled, meaning that everybody is going to have an equal ground. And the only way that people can kind of grow is based on the connections that they have with each other. So for instance, in America, you can be a lawyer and you can probably work for a company in what you normally do for lawyers, that you read lots of documents, legal contracts, and you try to figure out loopholes and ways that businesses can work on things without having to worry too much about technicalities or getting sued. Or you might have lawyers that will work with you, protect your company and whatnot. Those are those type of lawyers. But what happens if you were able to have AI go ahead and read the documents, and they can do it faster, they can do it longer and cheaper than a human person can do it. Humans get fatigued. Humans have other things to get done. Humans get sick. AI doesn't. And this book, Thomas Friedman talked about it. This is one of the 10 flatteners of the head. It was 10, I think 10 or 11 at the time. Was basically talked about how doctors, for example, would actually have to go to the doctors would have to go ahead and have to can send their x-rays to some company in Bangalore, India, where another person can view it, and then another doctor, it's probably much cheaper and can review it. You can have AI look at it and then you would send that information back to them. And then all they would have to do is just, evaluate the things and then speak directly with the person. Now, the thing about this is that people get a little bit scared, because, that means less money. But think about the opportunities that you'll have. You'll have more time to take care of yourself. You have less to do, and you have more time to do something else. So there's a 40-hour work week won't necessarily be 40 hours of reading documents. You can actually spend that the document maybe taking in more people, maybe even turning into something else, like being dare I say it, an online influencer, influencing people to be more healthier, for example. Another one was JetBlue was in it too. When JetBlue talked about how they wanted to have people working from home, and everybody kind of lives in Utah. Most of them are usually retired veterans. Single parents that are or not really single parents, but mothers or homemakers at home, or seniors. And they would actually be the customer service representatives for the airline, which they probably still do to this day. Another one I actually remember too was Toshiba partnered up with UPS to put their technical service company and the shipping all in the same building. So that way that they can quickly get the laptops fixed and shipped out immediately, and to what they call shrinking down or cutting down the supply chain, making it much shorter. This is one of the books. This book is available a lot of different places. I actually did not read the book on. I had a Kindle app and I had the audiobook. And I was able to kind of go over it. So one of the things I want to talk to you is about what's on the back of here, which is an exciting and very readable account of globalization. One mark of a great book is that it makes you see things in a new way. And Mr. Friedman certainly succeeds in that goal. In this provocative account, he suggests that this brave new world will mean to all of us. Joseph S. Stiglitz from the New York Times. Captivating and engrossing, this book showcases Friedman's gift for lucid dissections of abstruse economic phenomena and his genius for trend spotting. An enthralling read. Friedman embraces much of the flat world's complexity, and his reporting brings to vibrant life some beguiling characters and trends. Lively, provocative, and sophisticated. We've no real idea how the 21st centuries will unfold, but this terrifically stimulating book will certainly inspire readers to start thinking it all through. Now, this book I actually picked up. It came out like in 2007, I think, or 2006. He was talking about this, and this is before Amazon even took up steam. You know, I remember in some of his talks online, Thomas Friedman was talking about MySpace. Remember MySpace? Now Facebook is like king right now, so we got to pay attention to all these things. In this book, I really think that we should sit down and like read the first couple of pages and talk a little bit about it, because anybody who's anybody probably knows by now that this is already coming, and this is one of the reasons why you can actually you can work on your online businesses yourself, because what you would do is that you would find out some of the things in your business that you already can do. That AI can't work on, and then you focus on that, and you try to build your business from online by getting people off, different countries to work with you, and find ways to learn new languages. Because if you can market yourself in the right way as an entrepreneur, you can, corner the market and be able to work on anything. We're not just talking about making small little blogs here and there. It won't be that easy. It's going to be kind of confusing because it's all of us doing something, and we're all trying to do something at once. So we have to the person who can focus on the things the longest and without the most distractions will probably be more successful. So that's what I want to basically talk about this book here. There's so much going on. You can see the size of the book that it's pretty thick. I think there's a total of like 500 pages, and the author, I think if you can probably get into the author's Thomas Friedman here, he was on a lot of different talk shows, and he was actually on Meet the Press during the time that Barack Obama was running for president in 2008, and his book was actually brought up, and his thoughts were pretty impressive, because they talked about how technology was actually helping Barack Obama actually win the race, because they were able to utilize AI and other types of algorithms in big data to find out who to campaign to, which type of people and stuff like that. And you wasn't able to really do that post like 2005 in the 90s. You wasn't able to do that. You kind of did a lot of like you would spend a lot of time talking to a lot of people, waiting for sales to come in, and have to manually put all this stuff together. You might have some technology, but you wouldn't have a lot. And you had and all of those, like the marketed funnel, where you can find out somebody who goes from a lead to a customer to a repeating customer. That whole mindset of marketing was done with a lot of different of people from different directions, from marketers, psychologists, to data scientists. Before then, they would just be statisticians or mathematicians, actuaries. You have to do all this different data to manage that. Now all this stuff can be done by an app. One application can do this, and a whole bunch of cloud computing services. And The World is Flat is a really good book, and if you haven't read it, I recommend you to do it. If not, I would definitely recommend to look online, somewhere on Audible, somewhere on YouTube. Even like on YouTube, you can at least watch some of the videos. And I'll probably leave some of the links in the videos that you can watch, that you can find out more about this, or you can search it yourself. But that's gonna be the end of it for this video here. The World is Flat by Thomas L. Friedman. Read it.